Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for watching. In today's video, I'm going to show off a new purchase from the auction house Naval Numismatics, based in the UK. I won a series of auctions for different Roman denarii, both Republic as well as Imperial, including a nice Julius Caesar, which I'm pretty excited about. And then a few other random coins as well. So I'm gonna show you what I got here, and I'll include some close-up photos of individual coins. So first off, we have a Septimius Severus Denarius, if I can just get out of the flip. It's got some nice cabinet toning on it. Nice level of detail as well. Concordia reverse, you can see the inscription there. Concordia holding to military standards. And a little bit of color on that as well, in addition to the toning. Here we have a Domitian, pretty well struck, nice big flan. Minerva reverse, Domitian, I think something like 85% of his coins have a Minerva reverse, Minerva being the goddess of wisdom, or the Roman equivalent of Athena. Domitian regarded Minerva as kind of his personal god, or personal patron, so he included her on most of his coins. Here's a Trajan, looks like a victory reverse. Here's a pretty cool one. This is a Nero tetradrachm, and this is a Eastern coin. It's a different denomination than the typical Roman denominations of denarii and such. But it's got a imperial eagle on the verse and then Nero himself on the obverse. And these are super cool because they're actually much more affordable than, let's say, like a Nero denarius. But they're also pretty large. They're about $half size and very hefty as well. So if you don't quite have the budget to get like a Nero denarius or other Roman coins of Nero, you can get these Eastern coins that were minted in the Eastern provinces. And here's another Domitian denarius, again with a Minerva reverse. Here we have a couple more Domitians. The one on the left is actually a foray, I think I'm pronouncing that right, which is a contemporary counterfeit. You can see that it's actually not solid silver, unlike a normal denarius. You can see the copper core, the base metal core, kind of peeking out there. It's actually plated silver. And this was produced in the time of Domitian as a counterfeit, because the value of the silver coin was greater than this fake silver-plated coin. And these are considered collectible today. They're considered distinct from modern forgeries, which are not collectible. But you can find them for most emperors, typically plated with silver, a little bit more frequently among the early emperors than the later ones, but a lot of collectors enjoy them. Here's a Republic denarius. This is an El Piso Frugi, showing a horseman on the reverse side. This is a popular type. I think it's from 90 BC, so kind of late Republic. And then here's another Republic denarius. This obverse side is showing the god Pan, who's kind of the god of like pranks and mirthfulness and music and revelry. And then the reverse actually has another god, that's Jupiter, seated on his throne. And this is Vibius Panza, who is a moneyer. And I think that's also from around 90 BC or so. And here we have some caracollas. These are pretty well struck. I highly recommend, if you're looking for like a nice denarius and you don't want to spend a ton of money, check out Caracolla. His coins are often very well struck with fresh dyes. You have a couple different goddesses here. The one on the right is the Moneda, and very affordable. And he's also a pretty interesting emperor. He was a little bit of a tyrant. He ended up getting assassinated, so kind of an interesting history there as well. And here's another Republic denarius. This one has very big flan. And this is a Scribonius. I think this is from around 60 BC. Here we have a really cool one. This is actually a sestertius, a big bronze coin or brass coin of Marcus Aurelius, and this is Marcus Aurelius as a junior emperor. It has a fair amount of depositing on it. It's kind of rough condition, but still very cool. These coins are very hefty. You can see how thick it is there, and really fun to hold. There's just something cool about having such a massive coin in your hand as compared to some of these smaller denarii. Here we have another sestertius. This is of Marcus Aurelius's co-emperor, Lucius Verus, who co-reigned with Marcus for 8 years before dying of the Antonine Plague, which was most likely smallpox, a disease which really did a number on the city of Rome. And there's some estimates that it killed up to like 25% of the city's population and a good chunk of the overall empire's population, including taking out this emperor. Another Domitian, another couple Domitians, pretty well struck, nicely centered on the left coin. Domitians are a little bit more expensive because they're from an earlier time, from about 90 AD or so. I think he reigned 81 to 98 AD. And they're in a little bit higher demand than some of the later emperors. And here is this is a Geta. Geta was the brother of Caracalla and the son of Septimius Severus. He was murdered by his brother after their father died. His brother didn't want to share the throne with him, but just wanted to rule on his own. So he had him murdered and then had his name scrubbed from the records in a process called damnatio memoriae in Latin. Oh, and here's the big dog of this lot. This is the Julius Caesar. Has some lovely cabinet toning and then a little bit of iridescence around the devices as well. And on the obverse side, that is Venus, and on the reverse side we have 2 military captives, probably Gallic captives, seated under basically a military standard in armor, along with the word Caesar. Julius Caesar coins are always in high demand. They're pretty expensive though. I think I got this one for a pretty good price, so excited to have it. I generally look for coins that have original looking surfaces, so I love coins with toning like that, dark cabinet toning, just because I think it gives the coin a little bit more of that eye appeal. And here we have a couple of caracollas. Got a lot of caracollas in this lot. And I'll probably take a picture of all the caracollas and then posted up at the end along with some of these other random coins. And I think this is the last Republic Denarius I got. Don't recall which moneyer struck this one. I think it's like Gar Ogul or something. There are a ton of moneyers during the Republic years. They put their names on the coins. In this case, it looks like he didn't actually have his name on that, or maybe it was the coin was struck off-centered, so it didn't show up there. But instead of there being rulers on the coins, they had these gods and goddesses, and then the name of the moneyer who struck it. Here's a nice Antoninus Pius with a little bit of gold toning. Another Trajan. And another Trajan. I got a bunch of Trajans as well. Still Trajan. You can see the Traiano, Traiano. The Romans used the letter I as a J in their inscriptions in Latin. And then that's Mars on the reverse side holding a spear and a military standard, striding forward. And Mars is the god of war. And Trajan was definitely one of the more military-minded emperors. Much of his reign was spent in various conquests and battles. Here's a nice Septimius Severus. Septimius Severus is also a great coin, great emperor to look for if you're looking for nice coins on a budget. Most of his coins are very well struck. They're a little bit lower in silver purity than some of the earlier emperors like Domitian or Trajan, but still pretty high purity. The coins hadn't completely degraded as they would later in the 3rd century, but pretty affordable. And a cool portrait as well. He has this really awesome beard with like 2 points. Here's one of the Trajans out of the flip. You can see some nice toning around the bust there. And here's a really cool one. This is I guess this is my last Republic Denarius. This is one of Clodius Pulcher, who's a pretty interesting figure from the late Republic. He was a little bit of a street gang leader / politician. He had a big feud with Cicero and managed to drive Cicero into exile, and then basically took over the city of Rome with his armed gangs and caused a lot of chaos. He also reportedly seduced Julius Caesar's wife, and he was known for his romantic pursuits of both men and women. And here are some pictures of some of the coins that I didn't take individual photos of. So the first one was my Caracallas, second one was Trajans, and then third was the Septimius Severus's. So yeah, some pretty nice coins overall. I lucked out a little bit thanks to the exchange rate. This is a UK-based auction house, so currently the pound to US dollar exchange rate is pretty good. So I ended up getting a pretty good price for all of these. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.